mean, at that point, you probably know what you're getting yourself into. But there's a couple of metal tracks that I really like that are 20-minute songs and whatnot.
But you like them, so that's not going to be so that's not going to be a problem for you.
Yeah, if that turned up on random, it'd be like, oh, I guess I'm listening to that for the next 30 minutes.
But also, I think that music is a little bit less intrusive because even if I don't like the song, I could just not pay attention to it. Anybody who's worked retail knows how to block out sound.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm like, I don't really like this song, even if it was 20 minutes, it still wouldn't be the same thing as like TV because you're more engaged.
Right.
You're staring at it. Sorry, I'm just getting up on here.
Now, I feel like you can also. I've definitely watched television series where I just blanked out. You know, I'm not mentally there. I'm not.
Granny Goodness does that on every TV show. All right, here. Let's just do. Why not just do 2 plays? We alternate. We're both going to play anyway.
Yeah, cool.
All right, go ahead. So hit yours. I currently have a really high score on here, for a high score challenge. But this is one of those things that if I don't play for a while, I ain't gonna play good. Like that's why we gotta play a few different rounds. See something like that I would never do. I mean, I just did it.
No, it's you again.
Okay, I just have to make I just have to make an adjustment where player 2 is on this side, so that takes just a couple seconds. I'll do it. I can pause it and do it. That's all right. You recovered.
Coming back around.
Yeah.
Getting some points on the board.
So I think I'm close to like almost 200,000 or something like that. Like 100. It was some crazy thing, and I was just literally in here during the day, and I was just chilling. And I was like, I just want to play a little bit of 1942, and I was just by myself.
Yeah.
I took a picture so people didn't think I cheated, but I just was playing forever.
Get into the rhythm of it.
Well, you had a high score for a while, and then at our local barcade 1-up, I beat his score, and so he went to, obviously what you do is you immediately try to get your top score back.
Oh yeah.
And then it broke. So. It really did not want you to get a high score.
I couldn't finish it.
Oh. All right.
Oh, you used one of your.
All right, I'm just gonna do this real quick. All right, so press up.
Down. Left. Right. Button 1.
Those are correct, so maybe it's just how the game works, because it only had one. Oh,
yeah.
We'll find out.
We
will find out. I was going to get the high score until my loop was taken away from me.
Oh, yeah.
That's the deciding factor, is that loop.
We can always just rematch it.
I mean, we're not going to play this just once anyway, so...
Yeah, chat, so take it over here to Twitch.
Glad that I got through that, folks, because I was not feeling that good about that. I like the simplicity. Like, I like other shmups. Like, I do like modern ones, but they just get so crazy and so hectic that there's a simplicity to this that I really love. Whoa, that was really close there. Really bouncing back. Just take that guy out immediately. I don't want to be screwed over by him in any which way but loose. See, I gotta say that Clint Eastwood just stuck with movie stuff for some reason. So I'm like, why is there like a huge amount of? I don't know why I died. I could have died there.
Yeah.
Why is there multiple monkey movies within a short period of time?
So many monkey movies. Well, it's like movies of robots. It was the 80s.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like you had Independence Day, or not? Was it Independence? Yeah, you had Independence Day and what's the other one? The one that what's his name was in? God, I can't remember his name. I'm so caught up in this. Deep Impact. So they had both two disaster movies that came out at the same time. So, like, that's kind of the thing that I'm saying that I think is interesting, that Hollywood was like, oh, this is a trend, and 2 or 3 or 4 separate writers wrote the same damn thing, not even stealing, necessarily. I'm sure sometimes that happens, but...
Oh, I'm sure it happens a lot. Yeah. There's that parties of like, yeah, man, I got the script. You know, I got a beer in one hand, I got a babe in another.
Then it's a race to who brings it out first.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need good ideas. You need to steal good ideas.
Yeah.
Because have someone else do the groundwork. Why?
But the way with licensing, everything's like based on a license now.
Oh, yeah.
So like you can't get away with that. Plus, they don't hire. So back in the day, I had a good friend. His name was also Clayton. And damn it, you're up. Let's just test this first, and if it doesn't work.
Nope.
All right. So I had a friend named Clayton, and he spent a lot of time with his grandma. His grandma is super cool, hippie, and she wrote episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh, cool.
So she was a spec writer. So basically, they'd write spec scripts, and they'd send them to the studios. And they didn't. Yes, they had like staff writers, but a lot of those episodes were written by people, just random people. So I think that's really cool. They don't do that as much because you have a writer's room, and you know. So it's harder to steal because everybody's a part. They're like, well, one of you idiots had to be the one to
who came up with
the
this?
ball. And it's also, talking about America, there's nothing more American than big companies screwing over their workers, as we have the writer's strike right now.
Yeah.
That's a big America thing right there. So I completely understand. I've done a little bit of script writing. Yeah. I've done a little bit of script writing. I understand like the way that streaming works. Their deal sucks. I mean, I know what their deal is, and they haven't updated it for new technology, and you have to.
Yeah.
In an industry that adopts new technology, you have to change how you pay and what you pay people for. Period.
Sure.
Right. Getting a little close on here on scores. He's at 32. What's chat's favorite high score game?
What's the highest score that you've ever gotten on a game?
Any game, yeah. That you remember, because I mean, I probably got like billions of points or something crazy in like a final fight or something.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that was the time to use it.
Yeah. You almost looped into a bullet.
Oh, I know.
I wonder if there's any frames of invincibility. You know, as you're coming in, like how much of the animation has to be completely done before you can get hit. Because that's when people really are trying to go for high scores, those are the things they look.
Right.
Because the same thing of like, you know, watching frames and stuff like that for fighting games.
Right.
Fighting game community didn't start it. It's something that people that play Donkey Kong and stuff like that from the beginning of games have done. Because if there's some exploit that you can do, it's not cheating. If the game's made that way,
if you can do it, and you can get
without
away with
any cheat codes or anything like that, modifications to your hardware. Got 55,000 going on here.
Let's see what I can do. Try to get this. This is definitely not a high score for me. I'm not doing the best right now. But surviving is half the battle. There we go. There we go. I got 3 planes. Whoa, that was close. Whoa, and I got hit right in the kisser.
Hey, that's me.
I got you.
I just was making the kick one size equal, so even if you just have to step off scene,
Yeah,
you don't
sure.
have to, it's not as bad. So, and it wasn't updating; it didn't show who was watching us, and there's just we have a lot of things connected to the internet. They are hardwired, but I still feel like there's issues sometimes, especially because I trust Comcast with nothing.
I agree with that sentiment. They're the best internet that's available to us, but
That's not true. Actually, the best internet that is available to us here in Colorado is CenturyLink if you are in an area where they have fiber. That's it for me on this round. The problem is that they have to get like special permission to put the fiber in. So not every neighborhood has it.
yeah.
But that's the best one because it's cheap, and it's like we have the highest. We're actually to 1 gig download and like 500 megabytes upload, some sort of crazy amount. So like we do have a pretty good deal with Comcast right now, but Comcast has fiber, of course, still not in our area, which is even more crazy.
Whew. I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
It ain't just the temperature, it's the game.
It's hot. It's hot in here. Whoa.
Granny Goodness is gonna come here and rip her shirt off, and then we're gonna cover her immediately.
And then cry.
Yeah,
We'll all cry. She'll cry. We'll all cry.
yeah.
It'll just be a good time to cry on the 4th of July.
But but beware, guys. She's gonna claim that she's a spy, even though the spy doesn't exist in the game that we're playing. That was the best like group blunder I've seen you do in a long time. Like, cause immediately cause there was silence for a minute because not everybody exactly knew, and T was like, yeah, there's no spy in this. And there's like a board that literally tells us who's playing. That's when I should have had the sad sound. The trombone. So then we stopped and laughed and joked about it for like 15 minutes. Because that's the right thing to do. That's what I did. We would do the same thing to Danny or anybody else. If you do something embarrassing in public in front of your friends, you have the right. You actually are supposed to make jokes. You don't make those jokes at their family's funeral or, when a pet dies.
Are we sure about that? Are we married to that idea?
Yeah, I mean, depending on the person. Like, sometimes, if you know a person, like, humor's what gets them through it,
Yeah.
sure. But when we had one of our cats pass, I didn't do any jokes for Granny Goodness for a while because I was like, I know she's mourning, like this isn't the time to be poking fun at anybody.
Yeah.
But as soon as the grieving period, based on my personal timeline, not hers, was done, it was right back to business as usual.
Whoa.
Getting a good score here, folks. I like that sound too.
90%. All right. Still not my high score on this game.
I'm gonna take a look. If you don't want me to tell you, because sometimes it's not good to know, I won't tell you.
No, tell me.
I just want to.
So we're gonna play this. Oh shit! I died.
That's me.
I saved it.
You're at 138,000 as your highest, and I'm at 214,000.
That's the highest that I've gotten here. It's not my
the
all-time high.
138 is from here. You had like 115 or 120, and then one time over here when we were playing on the pinball, which is easier because that screen's longer. You were just we were just hanging out, and you're like, oh shit, you didn't even notice because we were just talking. Like we talked earlier about that when you're not too involved. I have a lot to do here, and I'm probably not going to do it. It sometimes takes me a little bit of warm-up to play these games, and I haven't played this in a while either. I used to play it more often as I just come in here.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah. All right, at least I got that guy. At least I got that guy. Should have probably... for that quick move.
Yeah.
But this is not anywhere close to when we started, but at least we know it's during it. We just got to... That's why we need that on the pinball, so then we're just used to doing it, and it becomes second nature.
Right.
But we just spent 3 hours not doing it, and we're not even 100% on here either.
No. Well, the other thing is the keyboard should be whoever is off screen. We should have it set there so that way we can hit marks.
Oh! I heard marks, and I was thinking about markers.
Oh,
and
no.
That's what did me in, folks. It's just because I have to change the...
Okay.
I have to change the button for that, that's why. Oh! Huh, I don't know how you lost first. On to round 2. That's you!
No, I had 114,000.
Oh, well. But see, here's the proof, too.
Yeah.
So if there was any question in your mind that I maybe cheated... Oh, no. You do have another turn. It just stopped for that.
All right. Because I'm on land now.
So Savage is back.
Yeah.
And he's telling us that there's a stream of Mario 64 where he's just twirling his head and that's it. And the guy has like 34 views.
Huh. The things we learn. The places we'll go.
So I noticed this was a couple weeks ago. I was on Twitch and I was just like, just seeing what was out there, because I like to watch people too. And there was somebody watching the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves, which you talk about a copyright violation. And they're just watching this movie and they had like 150 people watching. They're not even doing any effort. Yeah. I could put it on right now and we could just go hang out and get trashed.
Yeah.
And like 150 viewers.
All right. And people wonder why I'm dead, Ed. Because look at that. Dead. Ed.
I need a mixed drink after this. This gets warm too quick. I need to set with ice. All right, we're not going to continue. That would be an interesting thing to do on stream. We're not trying to get necessarily a high score. We're just trying to get through all of the stages of 1942 because you can continue. I've never seen the end. That's not something that I've beaten. So I would like to do that. All right, here we go. Will it be better? Will it be worse? Because I know you'd be down with that too.
Yeah.
To get through all the stages on here.
I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, because we just alternate on deaths. And I don't know where I thought this happened, but I thought that these first guys, there's a version that we've played that these first guys that come at you don't shoot at all. Does that feel familiar to you at all? Like
yeah.
this first group on the first level, they don't shoot. Oh, whoa, I almost went into that.
Oh!
That was... I didn't get hit, but it was smart to do that. It was very smart to do that, though. At the last second. Hit delete, though, for that. I would definitely want to see that. Because I can put all the close calls together in one video. That would be cool. This is sketch. I do not feel comfortable playing right now. That's not a good sign.
So there's 32 levels in this game.
Yeah. Because it'll tell you how many levels after you beat each stage, how many are left. And I didn't realize until right now, for whatever reason, that you can continue. So I was like, we can do it. We'll just continue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm saying not high score, obviously.
Yeah, not high score, but we just go and see if we can beat all 32 levels. I'm down to that.
This first level was all about survival. I was getting kind of... There's a couple of sketchy moves that I did. 88%, not bad.
Yeah.
I know it's no 90.
99%.
You didn't get 99.
No, not in this. Not this game.
You have?
Yeah.
You would have to time your shots and just only shoot when there's something on the screen.
Yeah. It's hard to do. It's really hard to do. But I used to play this, you know, every day after work. So this is my jam. I love this game.
So far, so good. I feel like I'd rather do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd rather do it because a lot of times I didn't do it at all, thinking I could survive and not survive at all.
I'm surprised you didn't die right there, honestly. You must have been just on the fringe of where that hitbox was. You got this. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Much better than my first round.
Yep.
But same thing. I'll get one really good life, maybe two. I just didn't think I was going to shoot that guy, so I had to. But it's all right. They reset on the next level, so it's not the end of the world. See, that was sketchy. I'm just getting better at... Yeah, but that's fine. I'm almost towards the end of the level, though.
I'm just letting you know. So that way you don't try to, like, use it, like, press a button that's non-existent.
Yeah, because once it switches to these guys, it's getting towards the end of the level.
Yeah.
Just trying to survive here, folks. It's all about survival.
We gotta get 80.
My hand hurts.
From mashing them buttons.
But if I'm playing really good and I know I'm gonna get through a lot of levels, I care less about my percentage.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather just live at this point because I'm doing good at that.
Well, because it's gonna get a lot harder.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna get hit. I held on to my thing that time. That was the right thing to do. Ooh.
I miss playing this game in the arcade. You know, I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, if our arcades had it, we've been there. They just haven't.
They stopped carrying it. I don't know why.
Well, it was broken. You broke it.
I broke it. Well, they could have fixed it.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know what went wrong with it, though.
Yeah.
They were just like, screw it.
That is one of the unfortunate things about arcade systems is
you got to fix the boards, replace parts. I mean, we have to do that on here too.
Yeah. But these are all old systems too. I don't imagine, you know, of like Capcom coming out with a new 1942 cabinet, you know.
So there was a 1942 that they did as a spiritual successor on the PS3. I do have it on here. It's pretty cool.
Oh, cool. Ooh.
That's all right. It took out that ship. I'd rather have that happen than get hit myself.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I do not know how. Delete. Hit that. Because I'm gonna put all these together. That was a really good one. Free life. That last guy tried to get me. I'm old. My wrist is hurting a lot. 80. I'm back up to 88.
Doing good. Doing good.
What if I played and I beat every stage? Would that blow your mind?
Yeah, I'd be a little blown away, honestly.
See, these ones they're not shooting. So it is a thing. But yeah, the other levels they did. So it is certain levels, so maybe I just thought it was the first, but it's not. It's this level.
Yeah.
Almost more of a bonus stage than at this point. There we go, 88.
Got it. What did it give me? Power up, though.
That sometimes it just gives you points. I think I just got points from that. Crossed 100,000 on my first life. My fingers are my wrist is feeling great, guys. Carpal tunnel forever. I'm gonna get a shirt that says that.
We've only got 29 more stages.
Are we witnessing something here? I mean, it's definitely something. Is it the right something? That's what I don't know.
Right?
Alright, I mean, my rotator cuff is not the problem, so I don't know why I'm doing that. That ain't gonna do nothing for me.
Loosen it up. Loosen it up. That's what you're doing.
Can you make something that has like a lime or lemon in it? When you eat after you're done. That's what I'm just saying in general. So they're back to shooting now. I just didn't trust it. And at this, staying alive this long, you just got to be safe. All right, come on, got to get it back together. 120,000, one life. You're up.
Starting at the beginning of the level.
That's the only thing that I would say if we were able to add on here is auto fire for games like this.
Yeah.
It's just a waste for us to press it that many times. We only get so many presses in our life, and most of them's gonna be because of 1942 and other classic arcade games. Better safe than sorry. You were safe, then you were sorry.
That's right. Nice turn of the spun there. That was that turn. But I advanced us. Got us further.
No, you didn't. You're playing. You're player 2. You're playing your own game.
I'm doing terrible then.
No, I was just saying in general it would be cool to. We're not doing that now.
No. I thought that's what
we don't
was
have time
happening.
for that because we got other games to play.
Yeah.
I was just saying it'd be a cool thing to do on stream. I don't like this because the green and them.
Yeah, it gets confusing to see.
See? You get one good life.
Alright, can I get myself into a better position? I did great my first round. Doing terrible. Just terrible. Let's go. I moved right into it.
Save it, talk to him just for a second.
Yeah, so we're going to, we also do specialty drinks here at the barcade. What are you making yourself, are you making yourself something from the menu?
No, because I don't have enough time.
No, okay. No, but we do have, quite a few drinks here. Let me grab the menu somewhere. Well, the menu's somewhere. What we have a full menu of drinks and cocktails and the assortment of the like. So if you like to have a nice refreshing beverage while you grind out your games, You know, we got you.
Definitely this. That's why I don't. I know you like to drink a lot of beer, but when it's like hot like this, I want something that's like also refreshing.
Yeah.
Like I'll have some beers.
Sure.
But it's nice to have something that's like, oh, I'll have like something that's a lemonade or
Right.
like a Sprite, because then you feel like you're getting hydrated, but you're also still getting drunk.
You're still getting drunk. Not too drunk. Not too drunk to not be on Twitch. Yeah. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Or Kick, or YouTube.
If you're too drunk.
And if inevitably, you know, we can get there, we'll be on TikTok too. We'll be on all the platforms, all the social medias doing high score challenges.
On the streaming networks, nobody will get rid of us.
Yeah, even on streaming networks of like, we'll be on HBO Max, we're gonna be on Netflix, we're gonna be on Disney Plus. You know, that's a hard one to break into. That's a hard market, but I think we can do it.
All right, so this is the drink that I made. This isn't on the menu, but it is citrus vodka, strawberry vodka, and Sprite. So because it's lemon and lime, I put a lemon and a lime in it. I don't know what this is going to taste like.
It could be.
Oh, it's very refreshing and very good. It's very good.
Very good.
This is it. This is why we live, is this moment. I actually have an extra life though, so I have 2 more left. But if I waste the lives like I have been, it's not going to make any difference at all. It was worth it to get that power.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Because here comes some bullshit.
And then it's just like you loop right into more bullshit. I had to get rid of that guy. He could have caused a huge problem.
All right, you beat my previous score.
High score of the day. I'm seeing the new green ships. I don't like what they're doing.
77%.
There's too much. I had to do more maneuvering than usual because it's just so busy.
27 stages left to go. You got an extra life?
Aye!
That was quickly.
Hey, it equals itself out. It equals itself out, folks.
Well,
and since we started streaming, this is the first time that we've played, not a high score challenge, we've done high score challenges multiple times, but this is the first time that we've played a game that was already on
the high score challenge. Which, if you guys are enjoying it, we will be more than delighted to continue playing these kind of high score games. We're gonna do it anyway, so hope you're enjoying yourselves.
So that was just the first level, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, it's not a good start.
How American is the objective is to destroy Tokyo? Like World War II America, that's it. But we have a high score challenge stream in just 2 days. On Thursday, we will be playing high score games, trying out new ones to see if they're worthy, and trying to get through the list. On Saturday, we're back with another long stream, so you guys will get 3 long streams in 7 days from us.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it seems that you guys are enjoying it, so we appreciate that. We're going to do more pinball. Nothing specific, just continuing down the list of games that Dead has not, or tables that Dead hasn't played, and then we're gonna go into the final Streets of Rage.
The final Streets
We're gonna
of Rage
do a playthrough of that, so it'll be another split. Half the time will be pinball, half time's that. It's about a 4-hour game. So,
yeah.
So that's perfect. If we can still save and go back if we have to, but we can get through at least the majority. Maybe we do some side stuff. I don't know. I've never played it. I don't know what it's like.
I don't know either.
I don't like this greenery area. I'm sorry, it's hard to talk, and I'm trying to get better at being able to get really involved in a game and talk. This is exactly what I did not want to happen. I somehow survived that. And that was, I just saw red and assumed it was close, so I was right in that. 100% right. Dead's making himself a nice, refreshing beverage. So we probably have, I would say, close to 50 games already on there. If you guys can see behind us, there's a wheel. So we'll be spinning the wheel. There's a couple I missed. We're going to have to do this long thing to whatever. But we'll be able to spin the wheel, and the wheel's going to match. So that wheel is something physically we can spin, but we're also going to virtually, on the stream, spin the same wheel. It's going to have the same options.
Oh, sweet.
So we'll be able to do that, and we'll randomly play. And of course, we will always do chat suggestions. If it is a game that we have on here, so we probably need a command for that, so people can see the list of high score challenges. And we're going to do different things. Obviously, we're always trying to beat our personal high score at the very least. Get the high score if we don't. But we're going to do fun challenges, 5-minute challenges, high score of just that day. There's a lot of different things that we can do to spice it up. And they kind of bleed in, like, me and you are just trying to get who gets the high score today, regardless.
Right.
But we might even beat our high score or the high score of the whole game, right? So it plays into each other. So I'm excited to do that.
Me too. That sounds pretty rad. Because what's great about the high score challenge, y'all, is
Nobody can hear you.
Beating your own score is pretty sweet, but being able to beat someone else's score is even better.
Yeah. So Music started this trend where he would beat a game at the arcade or something, and he would take a really doofus picture and send it to us. So there was some game he had a high score on, and so me and Katie were hanging out one night, and she beat it, and she's like, I'm going to take a picture just like him and send it to him. I was like, do it. That's what I was saying. So I was telling Danny this the other day. That's just very specific of a person to know.
Yes.
Like me and you would do that, as friends or whatever, but as a person that you're with, that's a little bit more tough to find. All right, can I break 200,000 here on I think what is my last life? These guys are going to infinitely loop, which is not helpful at all. For some reason I wasn't able to shoot that guy. I just got to get these guys out fast. That's the problem. I had to go. I got to make sure I'm doing stuff that's high score related. Or high score positive.
High score positive. That's gonna be.
Something that's gonna help you get a high score. Like now, I'm trying to make sure. Game over, but I'm not sad.
You got. That's yours.
This is it for you.
We both have Zelda glasses.
That's not your score. Oh, that is your score.
Yeah, that is my score.
Oh crap! I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Was I just playing your turn?
Possibly.
Probably, most likely. Because this seems like the level I was on, because I hate the green, because everything matches besides the buttons. Or the...
Oh. You got
Look at this, I had
chance.
all these extra lives, and wasted. I'm so wasteful, which is 100% American too, so it fits with the theme. There's a lot going on. That is it